Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
Rattler wants to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
As Shaheed going to go in motion. Now a run. Here's the rookie from Penn State. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 10 yards, good for the Saints, 1st down. The Saints had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
From the shotgun, Rattler. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the 1st down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking 1st down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a 1st down.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Ritter off the play fake. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Going play action. Ritter. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat, like the guys
I like that.
Circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down. Just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visiting Saints who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in New Orleans. Throwing is Rattler. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. 2nd and 5. And they'll run on the inside handoff. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. A pretty nice effort.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, 1st down.
Yeah, and I'll guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
On fourth down, here's Rattler. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touch.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. First down, here's White. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Staying on his feet.
Smart decision by Ritter, sliding down, and he's got the first.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with White. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Opting to run again here with White. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
White, he'll try the left side. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. On the ground with a tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 8.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. They hand off to their big tight end. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
To the air is Rattler. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Rattler working out of the gun. Looking, and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Room to maneuver at the 35. Still on his feet. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. And maybe that's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball at any level with these talented guys. But in this league, you can learn a lesson early.
Without a doubt, and what a tough reminder for any running back, especially a rookie. The things you got away with in college probably won't work so well in the NFL.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers will take over here just shy of the 30. And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Ritter to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Wow, that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw, Ritter. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Over the middle, complete. That's White. First down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Airing this one out for Evans.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 42 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Here's White.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Desmond Ridder
Keeping it himself from 5 yards out.
And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Here's Rattler. He gets it complete to A.T. Perry.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now Rattler.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And Rattler, he'll throw again.
Touchdown!
Chris Olave.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Until that late score here in the 2nd quarter, they only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Final play before the half. Here's Ridder.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Ritter back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's White. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
He's got his man. It's White. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Buccaneers take a 3-touchdown lead. An extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. The pass caught by Olave. 3,000 yards passing now in the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Rattler from the gun, 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off the play fake, it's Rattler. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help. by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Rattler going to look to throw again. That's complete right around the 8. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Kendre Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. The point after, good by Groupie. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just take on the score.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Ritter from the gun. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26.